Hey you guys, it's Bree Simulated here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today we're going ahead and doing a speed build video. This one here was, well, that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about. This one was originally intended to be the cottage that we were going to be living in for the Cottage Living Rags to Riches-esque LP with Erica Richards. Now, I filmed part 1 and 2 of the Cottage Living Rags to Riches and then never went back to it, but the reason why is because I'm just not sure if I made the right call. I think I kind of remember in previous videos about the Cottage Living, like in the Creator Sim and whatnot, talking about potentially having it be like Rags to Riches-esque, but not full like Rags to Riches intensity. And the reason for that was because I thought that I was going to be having, like when I was, brainstorming ideas on the different things I could do with this pack and whatnot, I thought that I was going to have my other Rags to Riches series going on, which if you watched yesterday's video, you'd know. Unfortunately, that save file could not be recovered. It was lost and it's gone. So I uploaded part 3 and that's the final part. And so there'll be no more of that Rags to Riches series with Blossom. So I was thinking of just scrapping those 2 parts I've already filmed. Nothing much really happened and I kind of felt like it wasn't very exciting to watch back. Like, it was exciting at the time when I filmed it because it was my first time playing with Cottage Living, but in reality I was like, this isn't that interesting, especially so many months later after filming it. Like, everybody else who would be watching it has probably already played Cottage Living pretty intensely themselves, or they've watched other people play it a lot. This is kind of just nothing new. It's not like, it just wasn't interesting personally. I mean, maybe some people would have found it interesting, but if I had just uploaded those 2 parts, it would have been like those 2 parts and then that's the end. Like, I just didn't have any drive or any inspiration to go back into that save and start filming where I'd left off, if that makes sense. So it kind of felt like, what's the point in uploading those 2 videos, you know what I mean? So there's kind of 2 ways that this can go from here. Like, number 1, we just end it here, the end. This build is just a cute little cottage build. It's irrelevant to the Rags to Riches series. It's just cutesy and cottagey and fun times, the end. Or it's like, hey, we could do something different with Erica. Maybe this house could be involved, maybe it's not, but either way, we could still do something with her as a character, maybe something surrounding Cottage Living, something related to Rags to Riches, who knows. So I'm not really sure just yet, and I'm totally open to ideas. We can either completely leave it right here. This is just a build video of a cute cottage, completely irrelevant to that series, and I just delete those 2 parts. Or I kind of start fresh with her. Like, honestly, I'd only played a couple of sim days in, so it really wouldn't matter. I was kind of thinking maybe of doing a true like Rags to Riches, classic Rags to Riches with her, and then having this house be like the end goal. Like, maybe this is a really cute house that goes up on the market and she decides she wants to, move into it and buy it, but she's saving up for it, or I don't know, whatever. Maybe this is like the end goal, is to be able to afford to buy this house in, what's this world called? I forget. It's not Brightchester, that's wrong. Whatever this world is called, maybe she wants to move back to this world and live like nearby her family and live here in this little cottage and be super duper cute. But for the time being, maybe she is doing a true hardcore Rags to Riches style thing, or maybe some other kind of challenge. Like, I need to look into what's the cool, hip and trendy challenges these days, because I honestly haven't watched like simmer content in such a long time. I've been so busy until like this week. Today is Monday the 20th when I'm recording this voiceover, and I'm just sitting back like, what do? I've edited so many videos today, and I have all those like old pieces of footage that I recovered from when my computer hard drive rested in peace. So I have been like organizing them and deciding which ones I'm going to upload, which ones I won't, filming voiceovers here and there. So I've got a couple of current household videos that are going to come out because I want them to be like all uploaded and done and just here you go, the end. And start off 2021 nice and fresh with a new series. So that's why I'm not super keen on saying like, yeah, I'm going to do a rags to riches or this series or that series with Erica or whatever at this stage, because I have this idea for this new series I really want to do, but I know that next year is going to be quite busy for me, and I don't want to bite off more than I can chew and then just end up not uploading anything at all. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'll talk about that new series more in the create a sim and build video that are dedicated to that, but just a little sneak peek as of what I'm thinking right now. It's going to be kind of like a legacy challenge-esque, like not really any rules, more just like taking it day by day as the year goes on, just uploading a trickle of videos a couple days a week, at least once a week with this sim, with this household, and having it kind of be like exploring their life throughout the course of 2022. But obviously, like, the struggle I'm having with that right now is obviously sim time doesn't add up very well, doesn't correspond very well with in real life time. For example, like if you have a sim or like a couple or whatever have a child and fall pregnant and have a child that way, it's obviously not realistic that it only takes like a couple of sim days for them to like go from the point of conception to birth. It's only a few days. You know, that's not the way it is in real life. If you were to have like a sim have like a day by day life in real time, you would then have to film the parts where they are pregnant for a course of 9 months in only a couple of short sim days, and like it just doesn't really add up. And I'm sure there are mods and different ways you could do it, but I don't want it to be something that's like so like logically thought out. I'm just thinking I will definitely talk about this more concisely once I've figured it all out in the build video, but this is just a little sneak peek, I guess, to those who watch this one. That series is going to be just kind of like acknowledging that sim time and human time on Earth does not equal sign crossed out, does not equate. Like, yeah, it's just not the same. But I just kind of want to have it like, obviously I live in the southern hemisphere too, so it's very different to most of my audience, which is in the USA, in the northern hemisphere. But I want it to match up to my world, because I feel like so often I'll see other simmers and other YouTubers making like Christmas videos and like like all in December around Christmas time and whatnot, and it's like snowing in their sim save files, and they're like, yeah, I just wanted to like make it represent real life, it's snowing outside, and they went and did this and that, and they're having snowball fights and doing snow angels and building snow pals, and like this is what I do in this month. And it's like not the case for me. It's very hot here around Christmas time, so I just kind of wanted to create a series that's kind of relaxed, kind of slow paced over the course of a year, following a yearly like annual calendar IRL with a Sims family. I'm sure someone's potentially done it before, but I've never seen it done. Like, I've never watched one over the course of a year, and I've definitely never seen anybody do anything kind of similar in the southern hemisphere, like doing it where like summertime is Christmas time, Christmas is a hot day, and like Easter is not in spring, it's in fall, and like, you know, all those different kind of things. I just kind of wanted to run through like a year day, like not day by day, because that would be way too much, but like with the big events kind of cornerstoning, the being like pillars in the series. Each time, like each event kind of corresponds with the event in real life, and then the time in between is just kind of like, you know, regular simming fun. And I wanted to kind of not have like a particular theme. I won't really be doing a challenge or having any rules outside of rules that we might make along the way. Like maybe they have to complete their aspiration before we can do this, and, you know, whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of create a series kind of like that. It's been something I've wanted to do for a long time now, but I think it's just time for me to like take a step back, stop trying to do everything, and stop trying to do like multiple LPs a year. It's just not working for me anymore as my life gets busier and busier. So I think this would be the perfect way, like with a family that you're playing with on an almost daily basis, like on an annual basis across the course of a year, having this household, this save, be the one you play for the year and show off the different seasons and whatnot, you can also show off any packs or expansions or whatnot that come out along the way with that family. And I think that's a much better idea for me personally than having like a new family and a new save file each time. It used to definitely work really well for me, but I think just now it's not really something I'm vibing with. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'll explain that much more succinctly and like clearly probably in the speed build video and the creator sim video that you'll see for that soon. But I want to create a new intro and a new outro for those videos. So I just kind of wanted to get this off my chest now without having to do that. So that's what this speed build video kind of, embodies, is kind of a change in direction. Like I'll definitely still have other videos up aside from that family, like having renovation battles and doing the occasional other videos and trailer reactions maybe and stuff like that. But yeah, I just feel like I need to switch it up. I need to get back to the basics. And yeah, you're going to see kind of like a rebrand coming soon that I'm really excited to see come from like the vision in my head to the way in real life. So really excited for that. But yeah, okay, so this build was just a little cute cottage. Whether or not we ever actually use it like in an LP, I don't know, but let me know how you feel about Erica. I don't know if anyone's like still uberly keen for a cottage living-esque LP. I feel like it's kind of done and dusted. I don't know. So I was thinking of just doing some kind of challenge with her. I'd love to still do a challenge that's like a tangible start and end, and maybe have that come out, even if it's only once or twice a month. I don't know. Let me know how you feel. Or even if it's only goes for a couple of months, like it doesn't have to go all year, of course. So yeah, let me know. I recently watched Vic Seller on stream on Twitch do some kind of rags to riches-esque challenge, but it was called something else. It was like the Animal Crossing challenge or something like that. I don't quite remember. So I'll have to look in to see what other challenges are floating around the community right now and see what's up. And maybe we'll do that with Julia Richards and have her do, a little fun challenge like that. And then maybe tweaking the rules so that like the end goal of her is to have moved into this cottage or something like that. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm just a little bit torn right now, a little bit confused. So this very well may be the last video we might not ever play with Julia Richards, and this is just her home, and you can just assume that she went ahead and eventually moved into this home and lived happily ever after. If you never see a video or a series about her ever again, that's what we can assume happened. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave this video here. Until next time, I hope you will have a very snazzy day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys!